There's no way that I am a vampire, okay? I like garlic. I don't fear silver. And obviously, I'm standing out in the sunlight. And so then, hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video. And I wanted to let you know, not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games. I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
Let's start the show.
Welcome, in case you missed it before. Hope you're all doing very well today. We just reacted to some trailers right now. Was just telling the people that I'm going to be doing my scene by scene breakdown for Dave Chappelle's The Chappelle's Show Chat, Ep.1, the 2003 series. The beloved 2003 series. She went off for 3 seasons, only 2 seasons that Dave Chappelle was actually a part of. He eventually left. It's funny. Kind of going, because we can go into the review right now, chat. It's interesting with the Chappelle Show. Because Dave Chappelle, he doesn't actually like sketch comedy. And I think for the people, other than being known as a stand-up comedian, a lot of people know him for his sketch comedy work chat. That was one of the big reasons why he left the show. Thank you, Mordecai with 3 biddies. So to see what the Toasties think of Power later and 8-Bit Crumbs. Oh, that's right. Power World, definitely. That'd be fun. Yeah, it's weird because now you rarely ever see him do sketch comedy. Now he's always about Sam. He went away after, he did the Chappelle Show. He kind of went into like a little bit of an exile chat. Went to Africa. He traveled the world for a good minute and didn't start doing stand-up until a few years ago. And so it's kind of interesting to see how this show has aged and how his comedy's changed over time. Because watch this, the Chappelle Show, that show, it's a classic, it's a goddamn classic, chat. But watching it, you can even see hey, no, this is a show that was trying to find itself as well. Even this first episode, I will say, it starts strong and it ends strong. But some of those middle sketches, I didn't really care for them. But I should ask you, chat, right off the bat, how many of you have seen The Chappelle's Show, chat? Very curious about that. Shrek Juice, I have. RJ, I have. You got to support the indies first. I'm sorry. Indie developers and things? Oh, yeah. No, there's a lot of great indie games out there. Lately, I own every season. Black Citizen, Cena, Brandon Carrissian, have seen a Castface. Some of it. Knowing one I have. Peter Bisexual, yes. Axel, I have not. Interesting. I have seen it. So maybe me used to watch it with my parents. Weren't home. Yeah, those what was the shows that you always watch with your parents? Were on South Park and the Chappelle Show. Those kind of things. Only the first couple seasons. Only 3 seasons. I watched it a lot back a couple years before. All of it multiple times to see the Spock. No, it's a beloved show. It's funny that Chappelle was only a part of the 2 seasons of it. Because in the 3rd season, he already left. He wanted out of his contract. He didn't want to do it anymore. And they got Charlie Murphy, and I forgot that other comedian. They hosted the lost episodes, the sketches that never made it to air originally. Except this year, I didn't get season 3 out of protest. Chappelle does own season 3. He does. I wonder how he felt about Charlie Murphy and another comedian hosting it in his place. I don't know if anyone's ever asked him that. King Bay 89, welcome to stream. It was fantastic watching back in college, and I laughed my butt off back in. No, there's a lot of great sketches, a lot of great characters that have created for this show. Tyrone Biggums, Clayton Bigsby, chat, a number of other recurring characters. No, it was great. But I will say, watching this first episode, it's like any sketch comedy show. It's okay, we're still trying to find what people respond to. Our writers are still kind of getting used to what they don't have that. They're not clicking on everything. And you can see that they're working stuff out, which is very interesting because the first episode I think is fine. It's okay. It opens up with a very simple premise, chat, and where you have Dave Chappelle. He's in a car and he has this girl with him, and she's a white girl, chat, and she's listening to that white girl music, and she's dancing, but she's dancing that white girl way like she's at a rave, like woo, all that. And Dave Chappelle's like, bitch, you gotta get out of the car, and he fucking kicks her out of the car. She's like, oh Jesus, and she falls out the goddamn car, chat. But then she's just still dancing, and then it cuts. And Dave Chappelle, he has a black woman in the car next. He has a black girl in the car, chat. And she is dancing crazy. She's like shoving her booty butt in his face. She's like shoving the bazungas in Dave's face. And he's like, yeah, this is much better. You're dancing much better than that white girl. Oh, there's that white girl over there. And the white girl's just fucking still dancing on the curb, chat, but like not well and stuff. And he fucking rolls up his car and hits her with a whole bunch of water. Like, get out of here, bitch. And she's like, oh my God. But then she still dances, Chad. She still dances. And then we cut. Chad, and Dave Chappelle, he does his opening. He's like, hello, everybody. This is my sketch show. I don't know what I'm doing. And you can even see he's learning, because they show, this is funny. He's like learning what he needs to do. Because most of the part, you'll notice he's like looking at the audience, because he has a live audience for this show. But at the end of the episode, they like show a blooper of him like recording this, and they keep telling him, you have to stop looking at the audience in front of you, look at the cameras, because then you need to address the TV audience. And he's like, I'm just not used to doing that. And I think that's really interesting that they're showing like the growing pains of the show, of the series, which is cool. But it was a very funny first opening bit, again, because it's like, see, white and black girls, they're different and they do different things, according to Dave Chappelle, chat. And he also showed a blooper. Oh, the Wayne Brady skit, that's a classic. That is a classic. There's a classic one in this episode too. But for this first one, he shows like, yeah, when we had the black girl dance in the car, she was moving around so much, and she didn't wear a bra because he wanted her, wanted that good bounce, as he says, she had that good bounce. And you see that her breasts keep actually coming out of her dress, and Dave's like, oh. The whole time just looking. Avocado with bravado, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 25 biddies. Her titty came out. And look at my face. When he says, look at my face, he's like, ah. When he sees the damn titties, chap. But after that first sketch, it's like, hey, it's a solid first sketch. Hey, we saw a boob. Good way to start. Good way to get the audience on your side. It's like you showed them two beautiful women. They dance funny. Yeah, you have the one girl thrusting her ass in Dave Chappelle's face. You saw her bazungas hanging out. It's like, this is pretty good. I like it, Chad. I like it. Good, solid start. But then, Chad, we get to the second sketch of the show. It's only 21 minutes. It's a very short show. And it's called PopCopy. And this sketch is about, like, you working at, like, and you can tell this is fucking dated, because it's a printing services store. So you go there to, like, get your stuff, printed, or to make literally to make copies. And it's like, who does this still? And so it's kind of dated in that way. And the thing is, like, Dave Chappelle, like, he's good in all the sketches. Like, he does a good job. He plays all these characters. It's funny, like, he doesn't like to do this, yet he's very good at it. But it's all the other actors who are in the scene with him who are just not fucking good. They're just not. And it's like, I can tell these guys are, like, upcoming comedians. They just like, hey, we're on this fucking show. I got you this. And their agent's like, hey, I got you booked on this new show of Dave Chappelle. And it's just so fucking awkward when they're, like, acting with him, because Dave Chappelle is just so much better than they are. And so when he's having like a conversation with them, they're like, yes indeed. It's like they're so stilted. And the whole premise is, it's like, hey, when you come to our store, we're gonna be the shittiest customer service representative possible, because that's what we fucking do here. We don't know what we're doing. Everything from like the bathrooms all are covered in shit to the fact that people are giving us floppy disk, and this is how old this is, like giving us floppy disk, and we'll tell them like, we don't fucking use this. I mean, like, we're only Mac. But if they bring you anything that does do a Mac, tell them that we're PC only. If they bring both, well, tell them that we always only use Linux. And they bring Linux, tell them that the computers are down, like everything like that. And he sells that, but it's all of the other characters and actors in it, which is just like, yeah, it's not working for me. It's really not working for me. Oh, see, I didn't like the copy centers guy. I thought it was fine. I thought it was okay. Oh, Dave was sitting there thinking, damn, they're worse than me in Con Air. Yes, I think so. He's gotten better. Like, Jay Chappelle has gotten better as an actor, throughout the years, from his early days of Half Baked and Con Air, chat. And so I thought the sketch was kind of like, you know, it was fine. It was fine. I didn't really laugh during it. Then there's the third one, which is very, very short. And it's about Nat King Cole, the singer and entertainer Nat King Cole. And it's like Nat's Hollywood Christmas. And really the whole sketch is just him saying a little ditty and then taking a bottle of champagne. It's like, come here, girl, give me your titties. And he just dumps all this fucking champagne on her titties. And he goes, ha, ha, ha. He does that Dave Chappelle, like, fake laugh, that, ha, 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 like that. And I'm like, yeah, that wasn't great. That wasn't a good one. That wasn't a good one. And then he moves on to another one, and it's the home oh God, how do you say this? Stenographer chat. Like, you have a stenographer in like court cases who have to write down what everyone says for the, you know, to keep track of it. So they have you know, have a you know, an entire readout of what's going on during the entire case. Thank you, Peter Pacheco, for the 10 minutes. YouTube customer service, cause fuck them, that's why. I mean, that's a goddamn good line. That's true. He does end with that. It's pretty good. It was best of season 2. Yeah, season 2 was pretty strong. But though this one has a good moment in it. But for this one, it's basically him and his wife in bed. And she's like, I heard you say that I'm going to end up looking like my mother. He's like, bitch, I didn't say that. And she's like, and they have this fucking random white guy come in. And he's like, is your husband lying? Do you want to keep track of all of his various lies to your face? Get your at-home stenographer. And we see this old crusty white woman's like, I will keep track of everything he says. He's like, at-home stenographer, tell me what Dave Chappelle said. And she says, well, 5 minutes ago, he did indeed say that I'm a little concerned, I don't know, that you're going to end up looking like your mother. And he's like, oh, I'm just going to go jerk in the other room. And it's like, all right. And then they show all these other scenarios of these people with the at-home stenographer and this old crusty bitch just kind of waddling in there and telling them what they all said. That would cause many fucking fights, chat. That wouldn't get worse. That wouldn't help relationships. That would destroy relationships, chat. That was the big one. That was the penultimate one, chat. It's like, all right, what's your finale for this episode, chat? And we get one of the best, I think this one of the best sketches, I think, in Dave Chappelle's Chappelle Show. There's no doubt about this, chat. And this is Frontline Clayton Bigsby, chat, where we have this Charlie Rose type guy who comes in there and says this is a fucking special report on one of the leading. He is the reason why the white supremacy movement is so successful today in America. And for the first time ever, he's always hid his identity from the world and from the press. He's written various books, and I love in opening the sketch, he's like, we will have profuse use, chat, of the N-word. And the guy actually says, vampire. There, I said it. And you have all the fucking book names where it's called Dump Truck, Vampire Stain, The Vampire Book, and you know what vampire means, chat. You know what vampire means. But Charlie Rose basically landed an interview with Clayton Bigsby for the first time ever. And so they go to fucking, Mobile backwards, Alabama, Chad. He goes there, and it's been a struggle to find him. But he comes upon this property where he believes is the property owned by Clayton Bigsby. And it's this black man, Chad, this blind black man and his white wife. He goes, excuse me, sir, do you happen to know Clayton Bigsby? He's like, you already found him, and you're on my goddamn property. Why are you here? He's like, oh my God. And he's like, and it was revealed to us. And he look, because Dave Chappelle's like, oh, cross-eyed and shit. When you first fucking see him. And then Charlie Rose is like, how did this happen? How did this man happen? How did this black man become the leading white supremacist in the United States? Sold 600,000 copies of his various books combined, chat. And we cut to this old woman who runs the House of the Blind in this small Alabama town. And she's like, well, we never had a vampire before. And so when he was just with all the other white children, we just always told him that he was white. And we told the children that Clayton was always white. And then he believed it. And he's like, don't you think that would fuck him up a little bit? She goes, I mean, it was a convenient thing for everyone involved. It's like, oh my Lord. And so we cut back. And we have, Charlie Rose basically going on a tour of the property with Clayton Bigsby because, Charlie Rose asked him, the Charlie Rose type is like, so what is it about, black people, vampires, as you call them, that you hate? And well, the reason why is because the stink. I hate the way they dance. I hate that the women have all them big booties. It's not fair. I hate that. Also, I hate Chinese people. I hate all the Ching Chong. I don't understand no Ching Chong language of theirs. I hate Puerto Ricans. I hate Mexicans. They're always trying to get over the goddamn border. I hate them. They just goes off the entire goddamn time. And I especially hate vampires because the stink. And they're always going after the white people. White power, and he's always doing that. And then at this point, thank you, Nia Brownie. Hey, Chris. Hey, Juicy King. How you vampires doing? Hard hands, Nia Brownie. Thank you for the 350. I'm at the part where Clayton Bigsby's like, white power. I'm at that part. Don't isolate that clip. Don't do it. Don't do it, Chet. Because then at this point, Charlie Rose is like, well, listen, I would like to sit down with you and say, like, listen, would it surprise you that you are in fact or he actually uses the N-word, but he says a vampire or an African American. He's like, there's no way that I am a vampire, okay? I like garlic. I don't fear silver, and obviously I'm standing out in the sunlight. And so then we cut, and he's like, he does all these press tours, Chap, but he's always hooded in his Ku Klux Klan robe. And, we hear that they're going to this latest meeting, and he's like, Jessup, bring the car around, hell. And then they get in the car, and they stop at this gas station. And, Charlie Rose starts talking to Jessup, and he's like, well, listen, you are a racist. I mean, how do you, and you're his best friend. I mean, how do you feel about this? Don't you think it's kind of weird and a contradiction that you are the best friend of this individual who is black, but who also is a racist, a white supremacist? And like Jessup's like, listen, I've known him for so long, and I don't pay no mind. It don't bother me, Daddy Black, but he's just such a big part of the cause. And so it's just showing you just how fucking funny is that. Oh, it's fine. I mean, Daddy's black, but hey, he's a part of the cause. He's with us. It's like, all right, whatever. And while this is going back and forth, we see that all these good old boys outside, they've surrounded Clayton Bigsby's pickup truck, and they go, hey, vampire, what you doing, Hoover vampire? We don't like your kind here. And they get him out of the car. And eventually, Jessup's like, oh, no, don't hurt him now. Charlie Rose is like, yes, don't hurt him. And then we cut to Dave Chappelle, and he's all like, yeah, you get out of here, vampire, you dirty, stinking son of a bitch. I don't know why he was banging on my car before, and he grabbed me too. I'm glad you good old boys were here. And they're like, what the fuck? They're all like seriously confused. And eventually they go to the Klan rally, chat, in this really shitty building. And he's going to present his new book, chat, the Vampire Stain, as it's called, chat. No more vampires. And he has to get his fucking Klan robe on. He's putting the fucking hood backwards and shit. But they put him up there. And he starts doing his whole fucking spiel. And he's like, I have to tell you folks, you are the best of America right here. All right? We're going to get... Now, if I was in charge, we'd not only be going after them Al-Qaedas, those Middle Easterners, but we'd also be going after them vampires and werewolves and Frankensteins and all that shit. Oh, yes. Oh, before this, I forgot. The loud rap music. So, before they get there, chat, the car, his pickup truck, it stops in front of a red light, and what pulls up next to them is this other vehicle that is playing very loud rap music, and Clayton's like, hey, turn off that goddamn vampire music. I don't understand what the hell they be saying. It sounds like witchcraft or some shit. Turn it off, vampire. And they fucking drive away, and we cut, and it's like 4 white guys who are, dressed stereotypical gangsta, and like, I think that guy just called us vampires. Cool. And they're all happy about it and shit. But then eventually, his Twitch laggy pretty much. Oh, no, it's Twitch laggy? Oh, no, not during this. The whole Monsterverse. He hates the whole Monster Universe. But eventually, chat, we cut back to the Klan rally. And he's talking about all the people he hates and how, and I can tell you how to hate them right if you buy my book, Vampire Stain, you stinky, dirty vampire. And they're like, show us your face, Clayton. We love you. He's like, you want to see my face? He's like, we want to see your face, Clayton. He's like, all right. And Jessup's like, no. And he takes his, like, yeah. He takes his fucking hood off. Everyone's like, oh. Because they see it's Clayton. He's like, what's wrong? And then we cut to the audience. People are like, bleh. They're all vomiting. One guy's head just goes, just explodes, covering everyone in blood and viscera. And then it ends with, yeah. And I just want to let everyone know that we brought punch and cookies, and we can have some good old-fashioned white people talk. White power! And then it cuts to Charlie Rose is, ever since that meeting, Clayton Bigsby's reputation has been almost completely destroyed. But in the weeks, we kept contact with him. And the weeks later, he's accepted that he is, in fact, a black man, African American. And he's also told us that he is in the process of divorcing his wife. And we asked him why he's doing this. And, well, he explained to us that he has to divorce her because she married a dirty vampire. It was Candace Owens' biography. That makes sense. That makes sense. And the Clayton Bigsby Black Klansman, literally Black Klansman, bit sketch chat, it saves the episode. It's like, wow, what a great fucking episode. Like some of the other ones were, again, kind of like, not memorable. But this one, whoo, that last end line was perfect. It was great. It's that last sketch is a goddamn classic, chat. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. That one's iconic. You gotta check that one out. You have to check that one out, chat. But that's that, and then we cut to the Chappelle show. The ending of it is like, bye everybody, I hope you like my show. And we see some outtakes of like him riding a skateboard going, what power? What power? He's going around this neighborhood on his fucking skateboard. And also how he's getting notes from the people like for the stage version of the show, and he's playing himself. See, they're telling me I have to look at the TV cameras, but I just have to ignore all the hundreds of people in front of me right now. So if I don't look at you, it's not because I dislike you. It's just because I like my money more, which is very, very funny. So, and of course, we haven't even gotten to Rick James yet. Someday, I'm Rick James, bitch, was a classic, which I think he apparently is kind of resentful of that sketch because years later, people kept calling him, always came up to him and his family and calling him, I'm Rick James, bitch. He's like, I'm with my wife and kids. He never liked that, apparently. But yes, Chad, that, my friends, is my scene by scene breakdown for the Chappelle Show, episode 1. Thank you again, chat, for your incredible patronage to make these TV reviews happen. I got a whole bunch more to do in the future, chat. You know, not just Chappelle Show, but all sorts of TV shows. Chris, have you seen the longer hits of Charlie Murphy's stories? He has a great story. Oh, no, he has. No, I've seen it. Oh, yeah. Oh, those are great. Those are absolutely amazing. The Prince stories are also very good. Played basketball and ate pancakes. Those are great. He also hates the vampire sketch. Yeah, no, he's been very 5 out of 5 vampire clips to blackmail Chris. No. Wow, power. Oh, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Oh, the Rick James. That is a clap when they actually got Rick James. Such a great fucking line. Oh my God, I love the Prince in the real world. That's a good one. That's a good one, chat. Woo, to tell you what's up, Chris. I'm a bit late. I'm just finishing drawing, but great to be here this evening with you and the Juice Gang. Also, how are you doing? I'm doing well, man. Just finished my TV review for the Chappelle Show, episode 1. It was fun. We're talking about the Clayton Bigsby sketch, the literal Black Klansman. Very, very fun. Trimmer's last role was a prison guard on Power, I believe. Oh, I never watched Power. I never watched that show. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you liked all these trailer reactions. I'm sorry that this was going to be like a relatively shorter stream, but this is what the Thursday shows typically are. They are going to be a little shorter, typically starting around 5:30, chat. I just need to have time to get up to Austin. Darkseid, thank you for the 5 minutes. There's a reason why everyone loves Chappelle's Show. A lot of classic sketches and memes that popped up from this. Oh, yeah. I would love to show them like on the stream, but I feel like Comedy Central or Netflix would come after me. It was very offensive. I understand. Avocado Verano, thank you for the 20 minutes. Don't just stop by. Context is everything. Everything, chat. It's everything. Twitch is like, too bad. Banned. And now, chat, I have to delete this video. Oh, Lord. Chris, here's the vibe. James Wan just announced the tone for Aquaman 2 on his Instagram. What's it called? What was Super Tupac always say? Follow my Instagram. Follow my Instagram. What's he always say now? Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Oh, shit. Are they going to fucking finally do the Atlantis crossover? Nice. Nice. The vampire family. Chat, we family. We vampire family. No doubt about it. Cool. Lately, my kind of offensive, though. I'm glad you liked it. Oh, Lord, chat. Well, I mean, I do have to get going now. Sadly, chat, sadly. Like I said, this is going to be a rather shorter stream. But thank you for all your generosity, chat. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for the biddies. Here's about what I'm going to do. Just jump up and start grinding my teeth on somebody's couch. I got a little more sense of it. Yeah, I remember grinding my feet on Eddie's couch. Well, Shrek was not in the episode, sadly. But I just got here. I'm sorry, Joe Halcyon. No, good to see you, Joe Halcyon. Always an absolute pleasure to have you here. Now, please, chat, please do check out Joe Halcyon's channel. Give that man some support. Plays a lot of the spooky games. You know what we can do, chat? We can watch the He-Man trailer one more time.